we're going to be making these cute flowers out of construction paper. For this project, you will need construction paper in any color that you want, as long as you have 2 different colors, scissors, a glue stick, glue gun, pencil, pom-poms of any color, some green construction paper, and green pipe cleaner. Okay, the first step for this project is to make a heart on your construction paper. Now, you don't want it to be any smaller than I'd say about this, just because you need to make a smaller heart to go inside after too. So try to make it a decent size. So I start. You want to give it a nice dip right in the middle, just to kind of give it that flower look. Don't worry, it doesn't need to be perfect, because it's just a flower. The heart is just the general shape. Next, you're going to cut out the flower. This is our heart. It's going to be our petal. Now, you are going to need 5 of these. So take your heart and you're going to trace it 4 more times onto the paper. Even, I would say, make an extra just in case, because when I made my first flower, I ended up making it kind of big and then I had a spot to fill, so I ended up using 6 petals instead of 5. So just to be safe, make an extra. Here, I'm just going to first fix my heart a little because it's a little lopsided. A little uneven. Okay. Now, we trace. Now, I prefer to trace them all out and then cut them, but you can do one at a time, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Okay, here are all the hearts that I cut out. I made 6 just because I wanted to have 1 extra just in case. As you can see, they don't have to be the most perfect. You can also probably see there is some pencil on it. You just want to erase that before you go gluing everything together. I know that's what I did, just so it looks a little bit nicer. Okay. So now these are the big petals. Next, we are going to repeat this process with the smaller petals. I have chosen yellow as my second color, so these are going to be the small petals inside. And you're just going to draw another heart, make it a bit smaller. You're going to want it to reach about here on the big heart, about halfway tall, okay? So just like with the first one, we are going to cut one part out and then use that to trace the others. Okay, there we go. So that is our we're going to trace the other petals. And again, you want the same amount of petals. You want 5. And you can make an extra if you want, just to be safe. Okay, and here are our second set of petals. Next step that we're going to do, well, next I think we should erase all the pencil off of it, just so it has a nice cleaner look, you know? Okay, here are all of our finished hearts. These being our bigger petals and these being our smaller petals. The next thing we're going to do is to take each of the hearts and we are going to just fold it in half, because that will give our petals a nice 3D effect. See? So just fold all of your hearts in half. Okay, now that our hearts are all folded nicely, we're going to get our glue stick, or you can use the glue gun here if you're comfortable, but I find a glue stick works fine. And we're going to start layering the hearts. Try to keep the curve, and you want to just sort of put it halfway across each other. You see? And get the bottoms to touch. And we're just going to keep repeating that until we have a full flower. Here is what the back looks like, if you're curious. So this is heart 1 and this is heart 2. And so we're just going to keep layering it. Now for this last flower, you're just going to want to glue on each side, since this is what ties it all together. Don't worry, and the thing about glue sticks, it's easy to unstick. I'm having a bit of trouble placing this final heart. There we go. There, ta-da! And that is our outer petals. Next, what we're going to do, as you can probably guess, is we're going to do the same thing with the smaller petals. And then once the petals are all put together, we will get our hot glue stick and actually put a bit of hot glue right in the middle to keep it all together. So now would be a good time to start heating up your hot glue stick. If your hot glue gun is not ready yet, in the meantime, we can cut out the petals for our flower. So again, just make whatever kind of petal shape you want, something that's easy to cut out, and it will also get folded in half to give it that 3D effect. See, I've already cut out 2, that was for my previous flower. If you want to get that sort of shape, that's sort of the easiest. And again, you can just erase out pencil. There we go, that's our petal. And then you can trace it to make another petal. Here are our two petals. If they don't come out perfect, that's okay. Honestly, if there's little cuts and bumps, it can just kind of look like a caterpillar was chewing on it. It adds to the realism. So I'm just going to erase the pencil. And we are going to fold our petals in half. Go. And our hot glue gun should be heated up by now. So we are going to take a little bit of glue and really put it on the back of here. You can either put it on the back or put it in the middle here, whichever is easiest for you. I am going to do it on here. Just sort of spread it, make sure it will stay. And press it right into the middle. And be very careful when using a hot glue gun. If you need your parents' help, make sure to get their help because you can burn your fingers. I know I've done that lots of times and it's not fun. Let that set. I notice there's actually a bit of a space back here, so I'm going to use the glue gun to kind of seal that up. In. There we go. There's that. Then we are going to pick a pom-pom, whichever color you think will go. I am going to do a blue so it stands out. And then we've also got the primary colors going on. And again, you're just going to do a little dollop of glue right into the center. And stick your pom-pom on. Stringy glue everywhere. And there we go. There we go. That should be on nice and good. There's the flower part. If you want, you can honestly leave it at this point. You don't need to apply stem and leaves if you don't want to, or if you just don't have any pipe cleaner or anything that would work well. Because this is cute as it is too. But if you would like to make a stem, here's how we do that. First we need some pipe cleaner, and preferably green, unless you want a really colorful flower. And we're going to take one end and we are going to curl it apart. Pretty much just, can you see what I'm doing there? We're just gonna curl it around a couple times. This is going to go attached to the back of our flower. Just do it as many times as you think will be sturdy. I think that's pretty good. And then flip our flower over, and we are going to put some hot glue on here in the middle. And we're going to place the pipe cleaner on. Be very careful. If you want to press from the other side, that works too. Here we are. Okay. Now we've got that. And then for the leaves, again, more hot glue, because this is more intricate and we want it to stay. We are going to put a little bit of glue just along the side and attach it behind the pipe cleaner. Very carefully attach it. It's hot. Okay. So there's one leaf. And you can place it higher, lower, whatever you want. I thought this looked nicest to have it right on the bottom. And then we're going to get our second leaf. This is a little easier. We can, again, put some glue on the side and stick it to the back of the other leaf. Okay. Let's just start that way. Okay, and there you have it. And there we go. Here is our finished flower. That wasn't too bad, was it? Mine came out fairly medium sized. I was trying to make it a bit smaller, but these things tend to go their own way. But you can make it smaller. You can make it huge if you want. Feel free to send us photos of all your flowers that you make. I would love to see all the different sizes and colors you make. And if you're able, where you display your flowers, if you put them in a little pot, if you hang them on the wall, there's so many different things you can do with it. Do you make a whole bouquet of them? Let's see, how do they even look all together? There's two together. This might be easier if they didn't have the leaves. But yeah, they're quite big. So I hope you enjoyed the craft today. It's fairly simple, but a lot of fun and really cute. Perfect for the upcoming spring weather. Really helps get rid of that winter gray drabness. Okay, and that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you check out any of our other April Break at Home programs that we've got going on, because we've got a lot of fun stuff planned. Okay, goodbye.